Niger State government urges beneficiaries of Ruga Ruga Pepe Farm Initiative to use empowerment tools effectively. As the world marks 2025 World SD, Niger State Ministry of Health decries high prevalence in pregnant women. Golden Stars FC Human and Social Development Initiative (MINA) donates learning materials worth millions of naira to Zarumai Model School (MINA). Hello and welcome to Niger State Television News. I'm Hawa Ino Isa. Do stay tuned for the news in full. The governor of Niger State, Farmer Umaru Muhammad Bago, has called on beneficiaries of the Tinubu Bago Ruga Ruga Pepe Farm Initiative to make judicious use of the empowerment items provided to them. The governor made the appeal during the graduation of 50 women farmers and the integration of 100 new members into the program. Correspondent Habiba Dauda has more.
The governor, who was represented by the special advisor on political matters, Umakolo, said the sewing machines and cash given to them is to help them build sustainable livelihoods, enhance their economic independence, and reduce poverty within their communities.
In my piece of advice to them, I drew their attention to the need for them to safeguard what they benefited today. It's very paramount, because if you safeguard it very well, by the grace of God, it will multiply in folds. So that is my own advice to them. And I also commended the state governor for the wonderful initiative. And I appeal to the state government to extend this initiative to all the 24 local government areas of the state. This will go a long way in alleviating the plight of our men.
Also speaking, the chairman of Niger Foods, Mr. Sami Adigu, represented by the program coordinator, Engineer Bashir Tanku, also highlighted the importance of empowering rural women as a key strategy for tackling poverty.
And Niger Foods, Mr. Sami Adigu, ya umurce ni da yin wakilcin shi a wannan taro na yayar da manoma guda 50 wanda muka yi program ɗin ruga fefe da su a bara, kuma gashi Allah ya kawo mu wani karo na kaka na noman rani kenan. Muna fatan kuma a ƙara integrating guda 100 su zama 150 kenan.
He explained that pepper farming has become a major source of income for Fulani women during the farming season, complementing their traditional sales of cow milk known as Fura de Nono, and stressed the need to engage more women in dry season farming due to the success recorded. Earlier speaking, the state coordinator of the Bago Ruga Ruga group, Alhaji Hassan Shiruru, thanked the governor, Niger Foods, Emir of Mina, among others, for their support and advice extended to the women.
Fulani farmers, we are very grateful to congratulate all our Fulani people that we can greet our farmer governor of Niger State. He want to give us powerful, wonderful power to farm pepper and other things. Then we are very grateful to Niger Food. They give us their tractor and support 100%. We are very grateful to that.
He revealed that the group cultivated 21 hectares of land with various perishable crops, generating profits exceeding 2 million naira. Highlights of the event were goodwill messages, presentation of gifts, and symbolic presentation of empowering tools. Habiba Dauda reporting for NSTV News.
Now let's talk health issues. As part of activities to commemorate the year 2025 World AIDS Day, Niger State Ministry of Health says about 86 out of the 195,115 pregnant women who attended antenatal care tested positive and linked to treatment services. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Secondary and Tertiary Health, Dr. Abdullahi Usman Imam, disclosed this while briefing newsmen to commemorate World AIDS Day held at Ministry of Health Conference Hall, Mina. Halima Mohammed has more.
This year's 2025 World Earth Day, with a theme Overcoming Disruption, Sustaining Nigeria's HIV Response, is usually commemorated on the 1st of December of every year worldwide. It was against this background that Niger State Ministry of Secondary and Tertiary Health, in collaboration with Niger State Agency for the Control of Health as well as implementing partners, came together to mark the day. While briefing newsmen, the state's permanent secretary of Secondary and Tertiary Health, Dr. Abdullahi Usman Imam, maintained that the state government has made remarkable progress in reducing the prevalence of HIV among its populace. The permanent secretary noted that as of 1st January to 30th October 2025, a total of 208,492 clients were consulted, tested and received results. Out of these, 2,642 clients were tested positive.
We are committed to ensuring that HIV/AIDS will no longer be a disease of public health importance by 2030 in line with national and global targets. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me take you back memory lane. The first case of HIV in the world was discovered in 1981. Well, the first case in Nigeria was discovered in 1986. In Niger State, the first case was discovered in 1990. The Niger State Agency for the Control of AIDS, NGSACA, was established in July 2007, and it is the agency saddled with the responsibility of coordinating the multi-sectoral HIV response. The health sector response coordination is domiciled in the Department of Public Health, and this is in keeping with the structure at the national level. Our multi-sectoral response continues to ensure that the prevalence of HIV in the state is below the national prevalence and the lowest in North Central Zone. I want to sincerely thank all our implementing partners and other stakeholders for this. This feat is also made possible by the enabling environment provided by the Niger State government, currently led by His Excellency Umar Mohamed Babu, for all critical stakeholders to work conveniently and comfortably.
He therefore called on partners, traditional leaders, religion leaders, philanthropists, and private sectors to invest in our health system, not only in the HIV sector, but for the overall well-being of Niger life, in line with the vision and priorities of Niger State government and a new Niger. Other implementing partners who graced the event also added their voices. The briefing featured questions and responses.
This year's World AIDS Day is coming with a lot of disruption and funding gap, which hinders the smooth running of HIV activity in the state. The Sustainability Manual and the Sustainability Manual of 2023 launched 2023 September, and the State HIV Strategic Plan has a clear guide and direction as a roadmap on how the state can sustain its HIV activity, taking a local resource mobilization.
Alima Muhammad, reporting for NSTV News.
The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, called for renewed commitment to ending the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, by 2030. Mrs. Tinubu made the call in a statement on her X handle to mark World AIDS Day 2025, themed Overcoming Disruptions, Transforming the AIDS Response. The First Lady encouraged young people to take responsibility for their health by knowing their HIV status and seeking treatment if tested positive. She further called on the communities to show compassion and support, as well as say no to stigmatization, especially towards people living with HIV and AIDS. Still on health, government at all levels and development partners have been called upon to place polio eradication at the forefront of national health priorities and to accelerate broader immunization and primary health care efforts. This formed part of discussions among speakers at a mass mobilization dialogue with journalists, social media influencers, and you reporters held at Husky Hotel, Mina. Correspondent Madu Keziah has more.
The chief of the UNICEF Kaduna Field Office, Dr. Jarida Birikila, represented by Bala Dada, emphasized that the goal of polio eradication remains attainable as long as momentum is maintained, by saying that critical factors include strong political commitment, adequate funding, high-quality vaccination campaign, and active community engagement, adding that every child has the right to protection from polio.
We can eradicate polio. Eradication is within reach, but only if we sustain momentum, political commitment, adequate funding, high-quality campaigns, and strong community engagement. Because every child deserves a life free from polio. There has been a lot of progress, but children remain vulnerable. There have been outbreaks that threaten the gains that have been made. These campaigns must reach all children, especially in remote, underserved, and conflict-affected areas. Strengthening routine immunization is non-negotiable. We must work together across borders to close the immunity gaps. We must identify rumors, misinformation and disinformation and stop them. Vaccines work, and the polio vaccines are safe, they are effective, and they are our strongest defense against paralysis and death.
He highlighted that strengthening routine immunization, fostering cross-border collaboration, and combating misinformation are essential strategies. In her remarks, the incident manager, Dr. Fatima Mohammed, said polio vaccine is safe for everyone, and most especially the children. And in order to fight against polio diseases, campaign is ongoing. She also added that polio vaccination will be for 4 days intensive implementation, plus additional 2 days mop-up.
The days that follow the days to 2025. So we're in 21 states. The target age group are generally 0 to 59 months, meaning everybody under the age of 5 years. Then operational health population 21 states, like I said, and we're looking at a population of 42 million of Nigeria under 5 children. So we have different strategies. There's the directly observed polio vaccines. This one is they call it DOPV, they give directly observed. There's the way they check when they are giving.
She also added that the campaign will be happening across 21 states, and they will make sure that multi-sectoral collaborations are involved to ensure that every child is vaccinated. In their separate presentation, the Assistant Public Health Officer, WHO consultant, Mrs. Elizabeth Ishaku, and other UNICEF facilitators emphasized on the role of the media as an advocate that help in shaping the minds of the public, adding that key actions such as revitalizing primary health care, securing sustainable funding, expanding vaccination coverage, and actively engaging communities to build vaccine confidence in reaching the most vulnerable children by using innovative and tailored approaches.
But sometimes when they hear it from a higher person, all the media, or they watch it through the media, they tend to believe it better. So it is a very good avenue to be able to carry out most of our activities that
polio mainly affects children under 5 years old. It most often affects unvaccinated children, but anyone who is not fully vaccinated against polio is at risk of developing serious illness. Polio virus is very contagious. The virus commonly enters the body through the mouth, in water or food that has been contaminated by fecal matter from the person who carries the polio virus. Infected people share the virus into the environment where it can spread fast, especially in areas with poor hygiene and sanitation.
You understand fecal, oral, feces, of the infected person, contaminating the food, contaminating the water, contaminating the environment, and now the next person that is at risk will now take the contaminated food into his own mouth and he become what? Infected.
The social listening and human tracking enable rapid responses to misinformation while integrating them with other health interventions, maximize resources, reduce duplication, and increase community acceptance.
They added that vaccines are safe, effective, and constitute the most robust against paralysis and deaths, saying that well-organized campaigns are vital for protecting children and reinforcing healthcare system. Mmadu Kezia reporting for NSTV News.
The National Examination Council, NECO, has expanded its global presence to Burkina Faso following successful accreditation of schools to write the senior school certificate examination and the basic education certificate examination in the country. NECO accreditation team visited the schools to assess their readiness to write SSCE and BECE. Correspondent Bashir Kailani completes the report.
The accreditation team inspected classrooms, laboratories, libraries, computer laboratories, workshops, examination hall, sport facilities, continuous assessment, as well as adequacy of teachers and school security to determine their adequacy and suitability and readiness for NECO examinations. After a thorough evaluation and comprehensive assessment, the schools were granted full SSCE and BECE accreditation status. The accreditation of the schools in Burkina Faso is a statement to NECO's commitment to providing quality education and assessment beyond the shores of Nigeria. With its expanding global presence, NECO is poised to become a leading examination body in Africa, offering opportunities for Nigerian students and other foreign nationals worldwide to benefit from its expertise, thus contributing to the advancement of education in Africa and beyond.
Because whatever will be charged as the exam fee will be a factor of the number of candidates. So the more the candidates, the lesser the fee. Yeah. Because definitely somebody has to come physically to conduct the exam. So those of you that are still going to Nigeria, to Shaki to write your exam, the earlier you kill is better for everybody. Yeah. To reduce the risks. Because you stand, like I said, you stand the chance of losing your students to these other schools. So take note of that.
I think we've all agreed they are not going outside again. Because you brought food to once a day and you're still going outside.
To look for food.
So, in fact, we are going to have more population. Yes. So there will be less payment.
It will be recalled that NECO recently established examination center in London, United Kingdom, in addition to the existing centers in Togo, Benin Republic, Niger Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In a related development, the ambassador of Nigeria to Burkina Faso, Ambassador M.D. Galadima, has commended NECO for expanding its global presence to Burkina Faso. Galadima, who made the commendation during a courtesy visit by the NECO accreditation team to the Nigerian embassy in Ouagadougou, disclosed that Nigerian parents in Burkina Faso had for a long faced challenges due to differences in educational system and lack of English-based schools in the country. He stated that previously, parents had to take their children to Shaki, Oyo State, to register and write examination, exposing students and parents to security risks during travel and placing heavy financial burden on families and school proprietors. The ambassador noted that the accreditation of schools in Burkina Faso will help eliminate such risks and financial burden on both the parents and school owners. He urged the Nigerian community in Burkina Faso to key into the opportunity provided by NECO by registering their children for the SSCE and BECE. Earlier, the leader of NECO accreditation team, Dr. Uche Ezenwane, said the accreditation of schools in Burkina Faso will provide opportunity for Nigerian students residents in the country to write both SSCE and BECE without traveling back to Nigeria, thereby strengthening NECO's position as Africa's foremost examination body. I am Bashir Kailani, reporting for NSTV News.
Golden Stars FC Human and Social Development Initiative, MENA, has donated texts and learning materials worth millions of naira to Zarumai Model School, MENA, as part of its end-of-the-year activities aimed at supporting education and community development. The items were handed over to principal of Zarmai Model School in Mina, the state capital. The report.
The outgoing chairman of Golden Stars FC, retired Captain Mohammed Alfa Ibrahim, said the gesture reflects the association's commitment to improving infrastructure and learning conditions at the school. To create a more conducive environment for students, he explained that philanthropy and community support remain core activities of the association, including helping the needy and executing projects that transform lives.
We just had our annual reunion dinner, and after be interested to know that I have been chairman of this association for the past 4 years, and so I have decided, that by virtue of the constitution, I have exhausted my time limit, and therefore we held an election this evening, and another chairman and other members of the ESCO have been elected.
Also speaking, the chairman board of trustees, Abubakar Bawa Buhari, revealed that the association is currently digging wells in Chanchaga and Boso local government areas to ease residents' access to water, adding that more community projects are lined up as part of their annual programs.
It was a nice meeting. We all met as family. We all know the background of this association. We're all young boys when we started this association in 1976, and some of us are over 60 today. We always come every year to discuss and see, we identify projects that we do to our communities. This year, we identified Zarumai Primary School. That was the school that used to make their football field available for us to play. So this afternoon, we gave them donation of chairs and learning materials. And we are also digging wells around Mina as part of this year's program.
At the annual general meeting and union dinner held at Gudel Hotel, Mina, new executives were elected to steer the affairs of the association for the next 2 years. In his valedictory speech, retired Captain Alfa Ibrahim thanked members for their support during his tenure and expressed confidence that the new leadership will build on existing achievements. The chairman, board of trustees, Abubakar Bawa Buhari, congratulated the new executives and urged them to remain committed to the progress and development. The newly elected officials are Barrister Muhammad Danjuma Isa, chairman, Saleh Buhari, vice chairman, Abdullahi Sulaiman Agaye, secretary general, Halilu Bala Muhammad, assistant secretary general, Richard Alao, financial secretary, and Rabiu Tagwai, PRO, among others. In his acceptance speech, the new chairman, Barrister Danjuma Isa, pledged to work collectively with members for the overall growth of the association. The association also resolved to create a website and establish a secretariat in Mina.
Ever since we started, we've been able to achieve a lot, but there is still a lot to be done, given the nature of the society these days. Earlier today in the morning, we went to the Zarumai Primary School. You were there, where we donated 30 desks and chairs and other learning aids. Equally, presently, we are sinking 12 wells. Rather, we are digging 12 wells in different locations. And what we did was, it's not as if we just went to a particular place and say we are going to dig well. No, we tried to identify areas of need, areas that are critically in need of water. We are doing some in Mekunkele, IDP camp. We have other locations in Mina, but like I told you, the criteria is where we know that they have need for water, and also in public, we don't normally, dig a hole in somebody's house.
Suleiman Musa Ejko reporting for NSTV News.
Similarly, the NSTV Tudun Wada Zone C Community Development Association has held its 2025 annual stakeholders meeting with a call on youth to shun anything capable of tarnishing their image and community. The annual stakeholders meeting, which attracted key holders, personalities and sensitization on drug abuse, held in Tunga, Mina. The report.
In line with their vision and mission to safeguard community and ensure development, the association took part to engage key stakeholders in their annual meeting to fashion our way of addressing challenges bedeviling the community. While addressing the gathering, the chairman, NSTV Tudunwada Zone C Community Development Association, Muhammad Haji Sharif, maintained that the meeting has become necessary aimed at bringing together critical stakeholders to brainstorm on best way to address challenges in their community. Muhammad Haji Sharif stressed the need for sensitization on drug abuse among youths, noting that engagement of this kind would foster togetherness and curb security challenges in the community.
That's the genesis of a thing. So this is the genesis. Insecurity. Do wani irin da ke faruwa daga in drug ya dama daidai ba wani abin nan. Gaskiya society will be normal. Ya kuka ji shi yau. We thank the commandant very well. He commanded the officer who has the capacity, the intellect. He has all the department, not profession. He has control of his profession.
He said the association was able to make contacts with government agencies to bring in the needed development to the community while doing justice to his paper with the topic combating drug abuse and promoting community PICS drug definition and classification of drugs. The representative of NDLEA, Abubakar Mustafa, said their command is embarking on education and awareness to teach youth about drug danger and consequences.
We have been involving in sensitization from one area to another, because the current chairman of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, General Buba Marwa, retired but not tired, insisted that must we continue arresting, prosecuting. It's so much believed by research that why not we should be sensitizing people. Some people, the only thing they need is someone to talk to them. Some people don't need to be using strict method or let's say force method. Some people just need someone to call them, talk to them. Because that's some of the things we are missing. Sometimes if you discover that your child has started misbehaving, some of our fathers here, they'll say, let me just go and report them to maybe vigilantes, community securities, or others. No, my father, my brothers, you are the first point to talk to your child.
In their separate remarks, the former NUT State Secretary, Comrade Labaran Garba, Alhaji Yusuf Yakubu, Alhaji Isa Sani Nepa, as well as SSA to the Governor, Alhaji Yusman Barwa, they all advocated for peaceful coexistence and growth of the community through community engagement of this kind. The association was born out of the challenges of the community, which include lack of infrastructural, social and economic development, coupled with security challenges and youth restiveness.
Gayyatan aka mana kamar sarkin yaƙi, shi Honorable Usman, Malam Isa Nefa, da kuma sauran manyan baki da ke cikinmu. Abu ne mai faranta mu kowa ciki ganin cewa mun fara tako ɗaya, yanzu mun fara takawa sannu tako ɗaya, yanzu kuma tafiya ya fara tafiya sosai. To, mun asa gayyata mun zo, mu gana ma idan mu abinda kwamiti da kuma shugabancin wannan association ta tanadar da wannan abuwa. Alal hakika, wannan abin da muka gani yau zahiri ne cewa lallai mun samu mutane masu niyan ganin sun taimaka mu jama'a.
Lecture din da ka ba mu, the world is very large. Sannan chairman na wannan association gaskiya kun taka rawan gani sosai. Ka ce zone C. Zone C a timetable namu na world din nan ya fara ne daga top medical road zuwa anguwan almost company, shine boundary namu na zone C. A siyasance to amma a community din nan kuma oga sun gama magana duka, ba abin da yake kawo mana break abubuwan da ake samu sosai a challenges angwanne da yawa illa rashin cooperation. Wani idan ba shi ya abu ba, duk wanda ya yi bai daidai ba kuma bai da kyau. Na biyu shine oga ya taba yanzu ga na ce da ni ma na san irin wannan program din za zo da mun ce a gaice mata because mata sun fi close da ƴaƴanmu da kannenmu sosai fiye da maza.
Ahmad Yusuf, reporting for NSTV News.
In the same vein, chairperson of Chigaban Matan Arewa vendor, Jamila Isa, has commended the growing participation of women in entrepreneurship at the 2025 exhibition, while expressing concern over the low level of government support for the event. She made the remarks while speaking to journalists at the end of a two-day entrepreneurs exhibition for the year 2025, held at the Sports Complex in Minna, Niger State. The report.
The exhibition, organized by Chigaban Matan Arewa (CIMAV), a non-governmental organization, featured a wide array of businesses showcasing their products and services. According to the chairperson, Hajia Jamila Isa, the event was designed to galvanize entrepreneurs across the state, promote sales, strengthen networking, and explore new market opportunities. Dignitaries who attended the exhibition applauded the organizers for the laudable initiative and encouraged them to sustain the momentum. As part of its support for small business owners, CIMAF presented checks of 20,000 naira each to selected entrepreneurs to help boost their ventures. Certificates were also issued to all participants in recognition of their commitment and contribution to the success of the event.
Alhamdulillah, everybody sold a lot of things. We can't sell everything here because the government officials that we've been expecting could not make it here. We've been sharing letters. Honestly, they are discouraging us. We brought out this initiative by ourselves. We thought they will realize our effort to come to our aid and join hands with us to make this a great occasion, but most of them do not show up. It is we, the vendors, have been patronizing each other, and thanks to those who came to visit and patronize us. My message to them is to go and do what they promise they will do, because each and every vendor here giving an empowerment. It's been long that we've been trying to make this to become a reality. We know how hard we've tried to gather this little amount to share with them. We taught them how to economize. We taught them how to manage the money and make it a bigger one in the nearest future. So we encourage them to go on and do exactly what they have promised to do with the money. And we will be monitoring them. We don't give money like that and allow them go. They are in our association, they belong to us, and we have to be monitoring them. Only that those who are not serious might not get any opportunity anytime from CIMAF.
Yes, as you can see, at least Chigaban Mata have come a very long way. At least this is not just the first exhibition, this is not the second. And every exhibition is bringing people together for them to showcase their products and to encourage the young entrepreneurs to work harder, to know that at least there is always unity in togetherness. Yeah, the benefit of owning a business as a woman goes a very long way. At least there is so much advantage to it. At least as a woman, if you are into a business, you don't just help yourself, you help your children, you help your family, and you help the society at large.
And I'm very, very happy to have this opportunity of coming here, because not just the making sales, I've met people, I've met meet different people, and people have known MB Collections exists in Minna, Niger State.
We are happy because the market was successful, but there is no turn up. Please, we are begging the government and the official, please, next time they should add more effort, please, because this time around, we didn't like the way we see the market. The market was somehow, but no problem. We are managing.
It is an honor and also a blessing to be able to attend this exhibition, and inshallah, with what we have been given, although the capital of our business isn't something enough to start up that kind of business. So inshallah, with what we got today, we use it to expand our business, and by the help of Allah, we are moving into a bigger corner, into something big, inshallah.
In Mena, I'm Sana Aduba, reporting for NSTV News.
Thrift wares, commonly called okrika or bend down select, are worn clothes that are imported and sold at lower prices in local markets. In this special report, we take a closer look at a fast-growing fashion trend that has become a lifestyle for millions of people across Nigeria and beyond. Asma Obashiru takes us through this report.
For many years, thrift clothing was seen as a choice of people who could not afford brand new items. But today, thrift fashion has become a stylish way to stay trendy without breaking the bank. Thrift clothes comes in all forms: shirts, jeans, gowns, vintage jackets, designer nightwears, and even abaya. Many shoppers say what attracts them most is the affordability and the chance to find rare fashion pieces you may never see in regular boutiques. However, the thrift industry also comes with concern. Some customers worry about hygiene, fake designer tags, and the rising price caused by high demand and import restriction. Despite these challenges, the thrift market continues to develop. Young people, students, working class men and women are all embracing thrift fashion as a way to express creativity and style. In an interview with Farida Ibrahim, a thrift vendor in Mina, who explained that the major attraction of thrift wears is their affordability, she noted that customers often prefer them because they can get stylish, durable pieces without spending much.
Some reasons people prefer thrift to brand new clothes, but the first on the list to me, I think it should be because it's mostly budget friendly, and when you want to just come up with something simple and modest, something casual, and you'll be good to go, you can easily go for thrift wears, and yes, you'll be able to spend less and save more. The rising cost of goods has likely boosted the thrift business. People seek affordable alternatives.
Also, Ibrahim Aliyu, a vendor at Kuri Market Mina, popularly known as Godebe, he stated that many youths now depend on the business as a steady and profitable source of income.
Alternative for a long time for youth, actually. 90% of our people, or let me say, at the end of the day, 85 to 90% of people are actually in thrift business today, as I know, in Niger State are actually the youth.
Mohammed Muzali, a thrift seller who wears thrift himself, talks about how he styled thrift outfits in order to attract more customers. As Nigeria's economy continues to shift, thrift clothing has proven to be more than just second-hand wears. It is a culture, an identity, and a booming business providing jobs for thousands of people. Asma Bashir, reporting for NSTV.
Skincare is an essential part of our daily routine, and taking care of your skin can make a huge difference in how you look and feel. In this special report, Khadija takes a look at benefits of skincare to our body. Report.
In recent years, skincare has become one of the fastest growing trends among young people in Nigeria, from social media routines to glowing skin promises. Many people are spending more time and money trying to achieve perfect skin. We engaged a dermatologist, a spa therapist, and a skincare client to examine the rising concern, trends, and realities shaping today's skincare industry. In an interview with Dr. Wei George Lami, a dermatologist in General Hospital Mina, tells us the type of skin diseases they cure and how climate change affects the skin.
It could be due to a fungal infection, due to a bacterial infection, it could be due to autoimmune causes, it could be also due to other organisms that are not fungal or bacteria, like mycoplasma and other kind of infection. There are different types of skin diseases that are common that we see here in the tropics. They vary from scabies to tinea breaks in. There are different types of tinea capitis, there's tinea ungum, there's tinea pedis, there's tinea corporis, then there's another group called psoriasis. Different types, the commonest are the gutteds of psoriasis, and we have the autoimmune dermatitis too, which is autoimmune. That means it has to do with the immune system not being balanced, so to speak. And others are phrenoderma, that's folliculitis, there's acne vulgaris, there's vitiligo. Those are types of skin diseases. There are warts, plain warts, very common here. We see a lot of plain warts. Then in children, we see impetigo, and there's another one called herpes zoster. amongst a few of these skin diseases. Let me change again during wet season as the rainy season, and when the weather is cold. It helps to, it prevents the fungal skin diseases, but it exacerbates more of the bacterial skin diseases. But then they thrive more because the waterborne diseases, those that you get from wet, when there's water around, from contact, contact dermatitis, and that's it's a way the organism is transported from where it is to the body of the patient. So climate change actually affects it.
Hajia Zainab, a spa therapist, tells us the type of spa she specializes in and types of skincare treatment clients mostly go for.
Specialize in different types of spa services, such as facials, pedicure, manicure, teeth whitening, and we also sell skin supplements. Most of my clients always request for facials because that is almost what I do every day. They request for facials, especially my clients with acne. Those of my clients that deals with acne, that want to treat their acne, hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, sunburn. We do all that, but mostly the request for facials the most.
Also, Miss Salma, a client, tells us why she visits spa often and how it helps and improve her skin.
Irin pimples na damuna gaskiya, sai na samu aka mun kwatance na Miss Us collection, wai in zo tana kokari gaskiya, aka gyara mun fuska na, kuma masha Allah na samu like good result. Irin na ji daɗin fuska na gaskiya.
As skincare continues to grow, experts warn that safety and awareness must come first. Dermatologists emphasize medical guidance, spa therapists stress proper treatment, and clients highlight the importance of spa treatment and quality products. Khadija Musa reporting for NSTV.
Zobo is one of Nigeria's most cherished traditional drinks, made from dried hibiscus leaves and a blend of natural flavors such as ginger, cloves, and fruits, as well as artificial flavors. In this special report, Nafisa Umaru explores health benefits and business angle of Zobo drinks. The report.
Zobo drink is fast becoming a favorite at birthdays, weddings, and even casual gatherings, not just at its refreshing taste, but also a growing source of income. Made from dried hibiscus pestle and a blend of spice and fruits from ginger to orange and pineapple, Zobo is not just delicious, but packed with nutritional benefits. It's affordable too, sold at different prices depending on size and flavor. In most places, you will find Zobo in nylon for as low as 50 naira and in bottle for 100 naira or more. From home to street, certain corners and into major events, its popularity keeps growing. According to Miss Mary Ubo, a local vendor at Barikin Saleh, shared that Zobo business is profitable, has high demand, and apply to wide range of customers.
Zobo has a profit because when you buy small quantity of Zobo, after cooking it, you now see more. It will be enlarged from that little quantity that you bought, and people demand Zobo like wedding, birthday, and so many occasions. They demand Zobo and they like Zobo.
Healthcare technician Mr. Umar Suleiman Bago highlights some health benefits of Zobo, including its vitamin C content, which help boost immunity and aid digestion. He also cautioned that certain groups of people, such as children and pregnant women, should consume Zobo in moderation.
It has many health benefits, but these are some benefits. It lowers blood pressure, and again, it helps in improving digestion. It also helps in boosting immunity because of vitamin C that it contains. All age group are advised to take Zobo drink, but there are some groups that need caution: young children and pregnant women and people with lower blood pressure. Young children don't need too much sugar in Zobo while taking it because of tooth decay. It can decay their teeth, which we call dental caries. People with lower blood pressure, like I said, Zobo drinks helps in reducing or lower blood pressure. So already people with lower blood pressure don't need to take much Zobo because it can lower their BP more than expectation.
Zobo drink consumer Abdusalam Umoru shared his thoughts, praising its refreshing taste, affordability, and health benefits.
Like it tastes really nice. Like it tastes really nice. And the weather, currently the weather is very hot. So I like to take chilled Zobo. It's also cheaper. It's more cheaper than all these carbonated drinks like Coke, Fanta, others. And it has a lot of health benefits. I buy Zobo drinks like 3 to 4 times a week.
As Zobo drink continue to grow in popularity, it remains a unique blend of tradition, health, and entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Nefisa Umoru reporting for NSTV News.
This report brings us to the end of today's bulletin. Here are the major stories before we call it a day. Niger State government has urged beneficiaries of Ruga Ruga Pepe Farm Initiative to use empowerment tools effectively. As the world marks 2025 World AIDS Day, Niger State Ministry of Health has decried high prevalence in pregnant women. And lastly, Golden Stars FC Human and Social Development Initiative (MINA) has donated learning materials worth millions of naira to Zarmai Model School (MINA). That's it on today's news. It's been Hawa Inoisa on the news. Do stay tuned for the rest of our programs 247. Happy viewing.